the boys are training. Zeph is going to be a father again.
Again.
Onwin is torturing her assistants.
I am not. How dare you? That's what undergrads are for. I'm just kidding, undergrads. I love you.
Daniel finished her.
What did I do?
No, give me a second. Onwin finished her table of alchemical thingy-majigs. Ashrad is sitting here like, there's this guy that are the night bands really in control? We need somebody to like monitor the night bands. So you want to do Ashrad?
Commander.
No.
I'm just suggesting that the position should exist.
Ashrad. It's just when you look at Ashrad, Ashrad's like, no. Please, God, no.
With that shit.
Mr. No Man is just building shit. I mean, that's really. I think all that really happened.
Pretty much.
It was just nice, home style.
Slice of life type shit.
Yeah.
We got to chill out for once in our lives. So.
See. All right. Well, first thing is Zeph.
Hey.
I like how you just immediately showed up. Because I was going to do a couple other things before this, but I would like you personally to roll me a perception check, as this is one of the last few things that I did roll for last time that I shall.
Oh god, would have been obvious steal this time.
Oh god. Alternatively, who did Vanavi piss off this time?
It's okay, you can take him.
Yet. Give me 1 second.
Yet.
My game is here. Hold on, give me 1 second, as my game has to reload. But just tell me what you rolled to kill.
18.
18. All right. Zeph. There is one day near the ending of the 3 months, maybe 2.5 months in, when it's deep winter at this point, and it is dark and dreary out. You see that there are two more or less people talking near the night band gate, and you can tell one of them is definitely one of your knights, and the other one seems to be a very short person, maybe like a halfling or gnome. And you watch as a little while they start talking up a storm, and it looks like the knight is intrigued with something. But then you also do notice with the 18 that there is another person looking onwards and was trying to be sneaky with it, and that be Vanavi. As you can also tell the short person more or less notices him as well.
Nope.
It kind of just calls him over.
Vanavi failed his stealth check.
As from a distance, as you are in the commander's own little tiny area, away from the gate, you watch them have a conversation for about 5 more minutes, and then you just see more or less this small little tiny person hand over what looks like to be a map to your knight. And you just see your knight walk back in and you see him kind of talk with Vanavi. You couldn't, because of more or less your guys' gear and how this is deep winter, you couldn't tell which night it was because he is wearing his heavy cloak and hood.
Hmm. I suppose we're gonna go have to ask Vanavi.
All right. So, is there any particular way you're gonna approach this?
Just casually. Or at least as casually as I can.
You show up and just strut your shit.
Just like approach Vanavi with a just, hey, can I ask you something real quick?
Yes.
Just a question. What was that out there?
Well,
Who was that?
Oh yeah, that's Felix's brother,
Ah,
Raul Nor. I believe his
Walnor,
name
yeah.
is. Yeah.
What'd he give you? Looked like a map?
No, it's just that he's found something that looked interesting and
Oh.
kind of gave to us. Yeah.
Did he say
Any
what
more
he found?
questions? I mean, it sounds very interesting.
Elaborate.
But I mean, it just sounded more or less like, more or less as he stated, it was just a cool map. He thought that, you know, Bran would actually really like, so he gave it to gave it to someone else to ensure they give it to him.
Ah, yes, a cool map that totally doesn't lead anywhere.
Yes.
Where does it lead, Vanavi?
I
You're not
mean,
my dad.
it leads into some woods.
Which woods?
Meh.
That was not
Um,
intentional. I realized it as I was saying it.
Give me a second. Give me a full second. I need to do
Like,
something
I'm
right
sure
here.
you could hear me smiling as I realized it as I was saying it.
He points over
Balls.
to Brindolian woods and points those ones.
Okay.
Just
Good.
need a guide.
That's not the wit. That's not the woods I was dreading.
I think.
Now, is this something that Bran is doing himself, or are you planning on endangering yourself?
What? No.
Don't give me that, Benavi.
Uh, I won't endanger myself, dear father.
Press X to doubt type shit.
I mean, if you want to roll some insight.
Sure. Do I have advantage because he's my kid?
No, roll normal. Roll normal
Okay.
for this one because.
Nah.
Oh my god, how did he beat you by one?
Damn it.
I was saying he got so low a roll that I wasn't gonna really expect it, but he beat you by one. Um, well, he more or less says it's a more or less as Ralnor puts it, it was a quest for a night, and says it's in some woods. And I believe he was talking about those woods, as he was kind of vague about it himself. Um, and I kind of brought up the idea of going retrieving it, and Bran said it was cool, and he's going to think about it. And I kind of more or less, how would you say, in some situations, because let's just say that he owes me He has promised to
owes
take me
you.
on this quest.
Okay. Well, it sounds like I need to go talk to Bran then. See what's actually up.
All right. Well, um, have good luck with that, Dan. As you can tell, he just rushes off quickly.
All right, I need to find Bran.
All right. Roll me a perception check. See if you can tell
Okay.
which part of the castle he's at.
Nope.
It takes you it takes you about 30 minutes to find them because legitimately you two have just been going around each other this entire time as you would basically go to one part of the camp and try to look from there, try to look from the armory or something like that.
Oh
He
god.
has legitimately just passed you, but has went around in the opposite direction. So you two have just been going around and around each other for 30 minutes as he has doing his rounds. You um you kind of more or less see him kind of just looking nonchalantly, just looking around. Then he notices you and says,
Oh,
"Oh,
there you are.
hello."
So, I heard from Panavi that you've gotten a, shall we call it a quest?
Yes.
I'd like to hear the details from you because Vinavi was being intentionally misleading.
About what?
For one, what
Which
woods are
which
you going to?
which woods? He just like opens up. He just looks into his bag. He opens it up and says, "We are going to. We're going to."
Bran. Are you going to the Witchwood?
Yes.
What are you looking for?
Supposedly from our Brindle's brave little tiny venture and treasure finder. He says that there is a secluded off and broken down chapel he found that more or less had that was near how we say it was near where that four ruins of the Elven City were. It's near there, south of it, according to the map. And it states basically that he said he saw essentially what looked like to be a warrior, a more or less warrior slumped down next to it in this old abandoned chapel that was more or less sitting there and praying. And when Ralnor approached, he didn't attack nor kill him, but he said he seemed to be not alive.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that this warrior was basically putting up challenges to warriors to come and take as our lovely friend the alchemist the lovely friend the adventurer said found some, well, more or less he had a magical sword and that bare the ruins of Lady Saloon,
Mm-hmm.
and he believes by ancient records it could be a sword related to something like what Mr. Jeb has.
Oh. Okay.
Let me
Might be
accrue
something.
all the
So,
cursed swords.
follow up. I'm coming with you, and I'm probably going to
Uh,
bring Jeb.
okay.
This is the Witchwood.
Uh,
The Witchwood is not to be fucked with.
Okay. Um. Hmm. So us three, right? Anyone else?
Not that I know of. Us three. Vanavi's probably going to sneak along.
He will, regardless.
Yeah.
He has been.
So might as well have him actually join us so that he's not sneaking through the woods and getting ganked by who knows what. I want him where I can protect him.
Hmm. Well, I have an idea. Why don't we pose this to the higher ups at Brindle to more or less forge an expedition?
Okay.
Because there's also been rumors about more or less in those regions, especially from Witchcross, that there's been some rumors about witches and curse beings coming from that region. We I think it would be a good idea to get rid of that quickly, sir.
Yeah. Let's do that.
See, oops. Let me make sure it's a different color.
I will go talk to my kids.
Yeah.
Because I know Vinavi's going to try to sneak along. So might as well make him actually a part of it. And Tara might as well ask if he wants to come along for some extra experience.
Well, should you also start? You should also write up something to the other lords. See if they have any stake they would like to throw in this.
All right.
And
Sounds like a
also to
plan.
ensure that Mr. Frederick knows what we're doing. Sir Frederick, I meant Sir Frederick.
Wait, who's Sir
He
Frederick?
seems he is the Sir Frederick Yard, the
Oh,
guy that's taking control of our.
you know, I never actually learned his first name.
Well, Sir Frederick is his son, is Lord Giard's son.
Oh.
Sir Frederick is more or less our knight that is taking control of all the knight bands and has been wrangling them. He has reportedly spoken to Lady Anwin a couple days ago and seems crossed that we did not inform him or the rest of Brindle about their y'all's arrangement or potions, as he put it.
Oh.
And he seemed cross with both you and Lothar about this. Just a little bit. So I would more or less ensure that he knows about this so we don't get
That's a good
bullied.
idea. Having documentation sounds like a good way to not be killed in the Witchwood.
The children yearn for the farm.
Children yearn for the farm.
The children yearn for the Witchwoods.
The children yearn for the woods.
The players yearn for the fucking wood.
All right, I'll go talk to the Giards. I'll arrange something.
All right.
And then I'll go talk to my kids to let them know what's happening.
All right. How are you gonna approach your boss?
With a request.
All
Yo,
right.
boss man, you wanna?
How formal of a request are you going? Are you going through the actual system, or you're gonna try to more or less?
I'm gonna go through the actual system.
Catch him over
Okay.
dinner.
You're able to more or less meet with him in the middle of the day, as this doesn't seem to be a urgent meeting. He just more or less looks at you and says, "Hello, Zeph.
Hello. I have come
I
bearing
heard."
a request of sorts.
Oh,
recently, Felix's brother Ralnor has discovered something in the Witchwood, a knight seeking a challenge, as well as I believe I heard witches on the rise in the Witchwood. I would like to stage a formal expedition into the Witchwood to find the source of this and perhaps quell it.
Mm, mm, mm. I have heard of all this. I have heard of all this, yes. From Relnor himself, as he did report after you. He did report saying that he did give it to a knight of the Lion Band,
Yes.
this map. And he also said that why he gave it to you was more or less to as a owed back favor for ensuring those master thieves and assassins were away from him. I like the idea, but from what I've heard, there has been some witches problems.
Yes.
There has been a more or less seems like coven that has broken off from the creatures of the Cackling Creeks area. A coven has stricken northwards and is trying to set up camp near those old elven ruins.
That's rather concerning.
So, I mean, I would appreciate you if you would at least get the information before from some of the woodsmen from Witchcross and from some of the captains over there. Get their information and get what they know about what's going on in that region. And I say come back to me with it, and I'll be able to actually have something with this. But for
All
now,
right.
I will tell the other knight commanders to have someone at the ready if needed.
Understood. Thank you very much. I will be heading to Witchcross then.
Alright. So you just gonna head there alone, or are you gonna go with anyone else?
Would anyone like to come along?
Let's see. Any of your knights like to come along? Two of them would like to come along. Enzo and let's see. It's gonna be Enzo and Essen that come along with you.
Alrighty. I will also let Vanavi
And
know that, like, hey, we'll have a conversation later about this quest that you found.
What quest? There's been no quest. Nothing. It's
yeah,
fine.
nothing. It's just me and something the boys were going to do behind your back.
The boys.
Yeah, you don't head into the Witchwood behind my back and expect to come out safe.
Boys trip.
I was gonna see how far he got with this plan before he actually saw it. But
just like upon hearing the
see.
Witchwood, Zeph's first thought was absolutely the fuck not.
All right, roll me a d20.
D20. Bop. Ugh.
I want to see if there's another issue that comes up by basically peasants be like, good lord, there's issues over there. Deal with it. But as you get to Witchcross, all right. So how would you more or less be trying to get this information?
Well, first I need to find the woodsman. Need to find woodsmans.
All right. Roll me a roll me a more or less rumors check.
Okay. Contrary to how I play Zeph, he doesn't actually have proficiency in persuasion. Eh. Oh. Rude.
All right, Zeph. One of your boys pulled through with a 20.
Okay.
One of them pulled through with a 20. Everyone else rolled a 4, an 8, and a 14.
Oof.
So it would have been barely one, but
Wait, who was the third person rolling?
it was I forgot to say that two of your what was it, captain, not captains, lieutenants came.
Ah,
Yeah.
and
But
here I thought Vinavi snuck along and I didn't notice.
what's your passive?
15.
Okay.
Has Zeph even tried? Not Zeph. Vanavi even tried to come to Jeb. Seeing as I guess he's the most forefront person on the witch.
Let's see. As it did take that day to get there. Yes. Zeph, before I give you all this information,
Oh god.
because it is a lot, I want to see what Vanavi gets. So, Jeb,
Yeah.
you hear a bunch of commotion about this is like late in the month, maybe about a week before the end of February, I believe it was. And more or less you just hear at the door, as you do see Zeph and his knights go off one day. Maybe about like 2 hours later, you hear at your door a quick knock. A quick knock of what sounds like a child.
I open the door and I look down.
As he just waves at you and says, "Hello, Mr. Jeb."
Hello, Vanavi. What can I do for you?
Um, um, well, how do you say this? My, um, Mr. Ralnor, the brother of Felix, right? He came over to the Knight's Band fortress and showed Bran and me a let's say a map of certain woods that most people don't like. Um, and they said about an ancient and old decrepit ruins that were there that some knight was guarding or something like that. And he said that this knight was posing a challenge, and said the knight had a sword similar to the one you had, the one you called Nox, right?
You see Jeb's face going like, ugh, and it's like, oh yeah, Nox, yeah. Yeah. Okay.
I am just wondering, what is there to expect in this place?
I'll let you know right now, Vanavi. You should have left with the group.
Which group?
Very clearly, the clinky men walked in my doorway.
Yes,
Your father and his men.
yes, but what I've learned from them and by trailing them is that they are going off to go to the Witch Cross to learn about those guys, and I'll follow in a little while. A little while.
But Navi,
So,
I, in good mind and good judgment, cannot allow. I know you're not a child. A child roam the roads with no protection. I know you can handle yourself, but killing an individual for your survival is a lot different, and I cannot allow that chance to happen. Navi, I understand why you want to go. I understand you're also kind of in this rebellious phase. I too went through that once. Of course, I rebelled for quite a few years afterwards. But I think it would be a smarter idea to wait for them to come back and then just ask your father if you can come along. Don't
about that.
this. No, Benavi. Because what happens if you go along the roads and you're already hours behind? How are you going to keep up? They're on horseback, right?
I got it.
No. Bandits, kidnapped. Where are we going to go? I don't think you understand how much stress you will cause your family, your mother. Someone's got to stay home, protect your mom. She is pregnant
Yeah.
after all.
That's what Tara's here for.
No, that's what you were for.
All right. So at least tell me what's with the damn wood. What's with those damn woods, and why is everyone so mad about them and cranky about them?
Joe, take
Where
a
do you start?
deep breath in, deep breath out. Come inside, Benavi. Let me share some stories.
Alright.
As Benavi comes inside, Jeb closes the door, puts the horseshoe up, puts around a couple of dream catchers around the house. It's like full superstitious. It's very much like, if you say like Bloody Mary 3 times in the mirror, right?
Oh god.
Something
Speak
bad's
no
gonna
evil.
happen.
Yeah.
Speak
Yeah.
no evil. It is the, very
Yeah.
clearly voodoo and
That one scene from
and
Malcolm in the Middle. It's just like fucking everything goes dark between both of them. Look here, son. Look here, kid.
And I'm pretty sure my wife will probably have some stories as well from the Witchwood.
Only a couple. Not as much as you.
So he gets all prepared. His protections are up around the house. I see him like walk around counterclockwise 3 times, claps every 3 steps, like twice in a specific pattern. Just the whole kit and caboodle. And he sits down and he says, "We shall start with my great, 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 great,
God.
great, 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 great. The founding Jenkins. We'll start with them. And the fairies he came across."
Oh boy.
Mm.
As yeah, I'm just gonna jump card. He starts the story with these the visible fairies, the pranks, Hansel and Gretel, just like the worst, right? Like the Germanic tales of like the Disney shows or stuff like that, like the actual
Grim
tales. Grim tales, yeah, Grim tales.
Yes. Okay. As he's like, you can tell he's like partway through, like maybe early on when you're like full on into story mode, you can tell he pulls out like a piece of like basically clay he brought, as he just starts essentially more or less etching into a bunch of like notes into it, and he's like full on details like leave a certain trail. Don't follow this trope. Don't be a dumbass and go into the candy house.
Jeb is gonna give Navi the single-handed awareness of the supernatural.
As you can also tell, Jeb, he's like actively like drew and started like etching out some of those sigils that you have put up and
Yes,
around the
Jeb.
house. He's like, yep.
Jeb like, nope. Actually, the line goes here at a 35-degree angle. Get specific with it. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it right. Now, if you're doing the opposite side, that actually means bad luck. All right.
Yeah, as he fiercely like scrubs it off and like perfectly puts it correctly.
When a conspiracy theorist is given full reign.
When a conspiracy theorist is given us basically young mind to infest.
He asked, and I and everything, and like after a few hours, right, it just going. Jeb's gonna stop and says, "I think that's enough for today. We'll reach the next century of stories."
Oh God.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
I think you should go home and tend to your mother.
Yes, I shall. As he goes off and seems actually happy and satisfied.
As Jeb gets up, gets down, dude, then like the whole superstitious thing around the this is just an Appalachian man. I love it.
Yes, he is. I love it as well. Let's see. So yes, Seth. You to get back to your part. You're told by Captain Wolfrin primarily that there is a more or less a skirmish between some woodwoads and some forces of seem to be undead or corrupted little tiny weird creatures. Those
Fine little tiny weird creatures.
well, so those ones are like made out of wood and stuff. I believe some of the boys have been calling them.
Yeah, they're
Graylings.
woodwoods. Oh, those fuckers.
Yeah. No, it seems like they were having a skirmish with them and what some other more or less seem to be other wooden-like creatures. Seem to be maybe they were woodwoods at one time, but were corrupted or something like that. But
that doesn't bode well.
There seems to be a more or less a near some old abandoned chapel near there, probably about I say I think it was like maybe like 10 miles, 11 miles to the west. And there was more or less that skirmish, and it seems that some the few woodsmen that went out that way were hunting some some supplies on over there. I mean, I would say that as well. Seems that maybe they might be in, from what the person that said that they saw it says, they might have been coming from two directions.
Okay.
But he's iffy about that. I mean, if you somehow, what do you want to do with this information?
I intend to take it back to Brindle and possibly start a formal investigation onto the matter. Deal with the problem before it becomes that much bigger.
Okay. I will send as much information as well as I can. I
Please do.
believe I can possibly get some more information on which direction those creatures are coming from within the next day. I will follow up. I will follow you to Brindle soonly afterwards with my report,
All right.
as the rangers here seem to be pretty good, and Captain Cygnus is on his getting off his rest. So
Gotcha.
that should be good.
Sounds like a plan. Do good work. Don't die. Come back safe.
Yes. Yep. All right.
What a doting
Um.
father.
What'd you say, Josh?
Wait. How?
What a doting father.
Wait. Quick question, Gail. How old are you here now?
Zeph?
Zeph. Yeah. How old is he?
Zeph is like 347 at this point.
All right. He's older. He's older than Captain Wolfrin, the other elf in this region. One of the other elves in this region.
Zeph
Because he's
is
only
dad.
250. He's only 250. But yes, you return to Brindle, and you are told that the next couple days after you come back, there's not much any more information that Wolfrin provides at the moment. So, but this is enough, Zeph, to where some knights are getting, some Lord Commanders are turning their heads towards you about this operation.
Turning their heads in what way?
More or less interest, intrigue.
Ah.
So, Zeph, as I'd like to know, what is your main thing beyond just asking for information? Are you gonna go? Well, let's see. That how long are you gonna wait on certain specific information to go to Frederick with?
Uh, I'll wait a few days after Wolfrin comes to Brindle with his information, just in case anything new crops up. And then I'll go to
Okay.
Frederick.
All right. All right. Um. Let's see. As that's that is going on. Um. Can you roll me 5d100s?
Okie dokie.
I should
Lap.
see something happens. Okay, he does not. Oh, that boy, that was close.
4.
It would have been just Wolfrin versus some hag. But let's see. Over the next few days, you are given some more sparing information, but some very crucial ones. All being that one of the places that seems to be more, let's say, ground of attack for them seems to be some place that you have already cleared before, but has been reopened as more or less there was that cave that one weird creature now was posing as a knight near the witch stream.
Oh, that.
He says that one seems more like, from what information Wolfrin sends, he says there's only been lesser undead that have come out of that one. And he said there might be the one that the other one might be more toward the north of the chapel, the northwest.
And this is the chapel here?
Yes, that is the chapel.
Northwest. So the old Elvish ruins?
About more like this. He says that is that because of the positioning of the one in the south, if he wishes to more or less take his an expedition to ensure that the one to the north is destroyed, he would appreciate that, as he believes that himself, a couple of his rangers, and maybe some support from Brindol itself could take out the southern one.
Okay. I've been getting interest. I can get some people on that.
Yeah. Okay. Do also watch eyes. There has been some, more or less, there has been some attacks between them and the Woodwodes. So I do know the Woodwodes will not particularly see most people as friends.
But if we're fighting them, they could see. If we're fighting the things that the Woodwoods are fighting, my enemy is my friend type deal.
Do you know any Sylvan?
No. I know Elvish.
Okay. Okay. He just looks at you and says, "Mr. Zeph, would you?" Mm, as you can tell there's more or less. He's like ready to say something, but then he's like very hesitant about it. As he
Hmm.
just looks at you and says, "What's your thoughts on the face?" Or
I've heard a lot of stories, but I've never come face to face with any myself.
okay,
A lot of bad things, but like, I mean, I've turned an undead good before, so maybe not all Fae are the evil evils that evil.
okay, because I would believe that if you were to take a certain knight from that has recently come to Brindle, not too long ago, a
Hmm?
certain Faulkner, he
Oh,
might be the key to ensuring that your men don't get attacked. I'll just say that,
okay.
as I've heard from some whispers myself.
What was his first name again? I've never been good at first names.
First name's let's see. This is also Michael. Let me double check. Everett.
Everett. I'll see if I can find him. See if he wants to come along.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll also ask my resident Jenkins.
Ah. Ah. Well, I gotta get going now. Right when he said Jenkins, he just got it. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. No, I don't want.
Okay. Do you have a problem with the Jenkins?
They might have. I don't have a problem with them. They might have a problem with me.
Are you Fae?
No,
Okay.
I just have a. Let's just say that
Oh, your
my mother
girlfriend.
has gotten. He just looks at you right when he said that, kind of like loudly, as he just looks around.
No, Zeph didn't say that very loudly.
As you even still said that out loud, he just looks around
Just, oh, that was an
and
inside
is
thought.
uh yes, yes. I get some of my powers from her.
Neat.
Um yeah, and I don't think they would like it see it all
Oh, yeah. I
all
understand.
displayed. So yeah, I'm gonna go take care of the southern one with my group. You guys have luck on the northern group. Good luck, and good luck with whatever you want with that chapel. It seems weird.
All right. Thank you.
See.
And like, we'll also go to Jeb with this information, like before we go to Frederick. Zeph just kind of knocks on his door.
Yes.
So, I'm sure you've already heard about this from Vanavi, but we've got some shit
Yes.
in the Witchwood.
Okay.
I was wondering if you would like to be part of the group that I've been forming to go take care of it. Sounds like we're dealing with witches and a little bit of the undead. And those grayling fuckers.
I'll let you, Alicia. For like permission.
She just looks at you and kind of more or less says, go on, go on. I understand and realize that those creatures are awful, especially seeing that us now. She kind of, glances at the children.
I've also noticed that
Yeah.
Vanavi has been coming to your place. Have you been talking to him about the
I
Witchwood?
must. Oh yeah. Cue the Malcolm in the Middle meme.
Yeah.
Eh?
He sees Jeb quickly do like some sort of superstitious something or the other. Spin around 3 times, clap, throw a saw on your shoulder. What do you want to know?
I'm curious about what exactly we're dealing with. I want to hear some of the stories you've told Vanavi.
He looks left. He looks right.
Zeph does a divine ping to be certain.
Come inside. You just get it, exact same shit you did with Vanavi. Like 30 minutes of setup, 30 minutes of like superstition, dream catchers, horseshoes, iron everywhere.
Zeph is impressed.
He sits down, he looks at Alicia, is like ready to cleanse the house later.
She just more or less kind of looks around and says, well, I can ask the priest to come over.
I could have my
No.
wife come over.
No. Chip just says
Okay.
they won't understand.
Okay.
I must go purchase frankincense. Unfortunately, I can't hold said frankincense.
Oh god.
All right. No, actually, Jeb, I'd like to do something.
Huh.
Roll with me.
A religion check.
History or religion check with advantage and with wisdom. Use your wisdom modifier.
What's a +1? So it doesn't matter. Advantage, history or religion, you said?
Yes.
I'm just gonna roll medicine because I don't have proficiency in that. That's whatever.
Cool.
18.
All right. There's actually something that I'm more or less figuring out which creatures did you tell them actually about that y'all might be coming across. There are these, let's say, one of the more formidable ones that you do know that are, I would say, less aren't really threatening as greatly threatening as looking as some of their contemporaries, but they are essentially more or less this black feathered owl like being that only has two is like more or less a humanoid shape, but is primarily black and primarily black with the only parts being a white owl face that seems to be a mask. But underneath, um, but more or less, these creatures are actually proficient in magic and are, um, and have more or less are said to be some of the underlings of some great witches of the Witchwood, and are more or less their eyes and ears, and communicate mainly through owls and other creatures of sort. Owls primarily, and sometimes crows and ravens, but they would have a telltale sure, at least, that they are essentially controlled by said small creatures is that they have red eyes. All birds that have red eyes can basically be these small creatures can see through their eyes
Mm.
for a little while, and that's how they more or less get their information and hunt.
Like, Zeph
So
is
if you
doing the
see an
same thing
owl,
as Vanavi and just like drawing sigils and sketching things out, writing notes.
No.
so it's
45 degrees. I told
45.
Vanavi this. 35.
No,
is
No, upside down.
is
Right side up. Slightly bent. Right hand. About 91 degrees. Has to be 91 degrees. Nothing less, nothing more.
why 91 and not 90? You would think 90 would be a more stable number.
You dare mess with the rituals of the Jenkins?
Oh, this isn't messing. I'm curious.
I don't know. He just says, stop.
Fair enough. If it's done this way, then this way it will be done.
all right, but you know about that one. You do tell them mainly about some seems to be some other creatures that many witches do like to use are basically golems. As Felix has made the more is making the more bright and fun version of these. The witches have some witches, as Jeb knows, in the witch would have mastered the practice of making more or less flesh-like puppets and golems, and trying to use them against the more or less people of Brindle and rest. You do know that that is also another primary heavy hitter that the witches do use often in this woods. And beyond that, there is no particular, in this case or in this region as it seems, there's no particular other creature that were talked about or mentioned that anything Wolfren like talked or mentioned about Zeph. Those were the two primarily ones that Jeb was talking about.
Gotcha.
That Wolfren said was there.
And after receiving that info, now we're gonna go to Frederick and tell him all we know.
I have a great time. As you begin to smell frankincense being burned to the house.
Thanks. It smells interesting.
Full on cleaning mode, scrubbing the floorboards.
Damn.
Get this nonsense out.
All right.
House will be cleansed.
As you approach Frederick with more information. How do you approach him?
Just under the pretense that, like, yeah, if we're still doing this, I have more info to go off of.
Oh, what do you have?
Tells them all about, like, the humanoid owl shadow thingamajigs. And tell them about, like, Wolfren dealing with the south one and we deal with the north.
All right, so you deal with the north one. And what did Wolfren say about the Wodes?
They are in
about
combat with the Greylings and the Witches' forces, so they could help us. I would not be certain. I believe they've helped us in the past.
Zeph, you get the biggest suspicious look ever. He's not even hiding it. He's just looking at you weird.
You're gonna trust the Jenkins?
Was that not the question?
Well, no, I'm just more or less wondering if they're not willing to work with you. Did Wolfren tell you about them then?
Like, tell us how to fight them?
Yes. Did he give you any information else? Any weaknesses beyond the ones that we know of, which is fire?
Nothing additional, no.
Okay. Well, you did give me a reason and seeing as a few of the knight commanders that are all on my back.
Yeah, we've been
I
getting
will
some interest
send-
on it.
Let's just say Lothar and Drexel are very interested about killing things in the Witchwood.
Oh, Wolfrin did mention
like-
that having someone able to speak Sylvan would be helpful.
Oh,
Like, in the case that the Woodwodes do try to attack us, having someone who could communicate with them would be a good idea.
and does he know how to speak Sylvan?
No, but he knows someone who does.
Hmm.
Zeph considers just like, should I actually say this?
Yep, you're telling the city that's suspicious as fuck towards Sway about, hey, someone in your city speaks Sylvan. What?
You're friends with the fucking tree huggers, them pranksters,
I'll find someone.
those raggedy ass women.
Roll me a
Friends with the
deception
baby
check.
munchers.
Roll me
Yeah.
a deception check, though.
Josh, would your campaign be happening at the same time as this campaign?
No, it'd be happening like
Bob was
about
80 years after Brindle.
50 years after Bob.
After Bob. Okay, so times are kind of happy. Got it.
Rest is like
'Cause-
on
Oh god.
Oops.
No thanks to us.
in that timeline. I don't know if it will be in this one. Y'all might be able to save Rest. I don't know.
Why do we want to save rest?
That's I don't know. That's why I say I don't know.
Alright, that meant to be on. What was it, GM rolled? But, wow. When I accidentally fucking misclicked the one time I fucking look at it. Alright, so. He just looks at you and says, alright, I trust you fully to get this dealt with. I will give you all the needs for a camp. Send out mission ledgers to, as I've been given request. What will be aiding you? I'll like to know your forces. Who are you taking? At least so I can have a tally mark of what numbers I have left in Brindle.
Understood.
But beyond that, I believe maybe 2 or 3 nights of two nights, one auxiliary or warrior that they hired, and Lothar. He's gonna send 2 people with you. And I believe the one that surprisingly has much interest in this, in particular, beyond slaying the evil, is Baldwin, who will send 2 knights, 1 knight and 1 warrior that are, as he says, proficient in killing undead.
All right.
So prepare your knights with that mind.
Will do.
See. All right. As this shall be happening within 1 month, because he needs 1 month to get all the resources and also for everyone else to get involved.
And like soon after I leave, it's just like, all right, I need to find Everett Faulkner.
Okay.
Like Wolfrin suggested.
All right. Roll me a D100. Okay. Are you gonna ask about him around?
Yeah, we'll ask around a little bit.
Roll
Because
me a
like
rumor
I've
check.
heard of him before. I've kind of met him before. I've at least seen him before. Nice.
All right. cool. Surprisingly, he's in the region of Brindol. It's just that he is more or less dealing with some things at the opposite side of the region.
Oh?
He is currently in this region,
Oh, dear God.
as him and his knights are stationed out there at a post that was recently made to connect Santa and his other crew, the other
Santa.
tribes.
Do we know when he's coming back to Brindle?
He's posted out there.
Oh, God. Gonna make me go out there and talk to him.
As an auxiliary, so yeah.
I don't think I'm getting him away from that.
I mean, you probably could. Just depends on the convincing and you know.
I mean, I can certainly try. So at some point during that month, we're gonna go over there and go try to talk to him.
Alright. First, as um as it is almost not yet. It is 8:24. I need to go check on a couple things real quick. Just real quick. Like 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Okie dokie.
So I shall be back. But after that, get back to something normal for a little while. And also it gave me time to prepare for Danielle's thing.
Mhm. Short break.
I go get a drink.
Alright.
I'm like everyone from Order from Ashran to Zeph to at least tell me what they are planning to start or do within that month. First, Ashran.
Why first Oshron?
Mhm.
I don't want to go first.
Oh, you don't want to go first?
Mhm.
All right, fine. Zeph, how are you preparing for your campaign directly?
We're gonna go talk to Mr. Faulkner. And we're also gonna talk to Panavi how, like, hey, I think this is too dangerous. I know you probably wanted to come along, but this is dangerous. And I don't think that this is a good way to start fighting.
Roll me a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Oh, God. 15.
You can tell it's like he's really disappointed and he's very bummed out about it. But he kind of more or less drops it after a few days.
Because, like, yeah, you've heard the tales that Jeb has been telling. Are you sure you want to go fight that? Are you sure you want to see that face to face?
You can tell that question stumps him, as you can tell he's like, oh no. Um, hmm. hmm. You can tell he's like ready to open his mouth, but then he just closes it, opens his mouth a couple again, and he just closes it. And he just walks away after a while because he's nothing else to add to that. Rather than just be like, yeah, I'm the best, I can fucking do it, Dad. But yeah, spending all your time to go to see Faulkner, you actually more or less meet him a couple weeks in, as one of your knights sends off a letter to him to request his presence, and he actually meets you in the Iman's Gap a couple weeks
Okay.
in. As he just more or less comes up to you and says, "Hello,
Hello.
Sir Leonaros."
You could just call me Zeph.
Okay.
You're Everett Faulkner, correct?
Yes.
I've heard from a friend that you have some experience with the Fae.
Something like that, yeah.
Do you perhaps know how to speak Sylvan?
I learned Sylvan, yes.
Would you like to join me and my crew in dealing with a witch threat in the Witchwoods?
A witch threat.
Witch threat and undead. And if we come across the Woodwodes, I would love to have someone who could speak to them and let them know that we are not their enemy.
Mm. You can tell there's like actual thought right when he said witches of Witchwood and where they're located at, he kind of more or less gets a little more serious about it. As you can tell, he just relents after a little while and just says, "Yes, I'll go with you. I'll start getting prepared."
We leave at the end of the month.
Okay. I'll prepare myself and I'll meet you near Witchcross.
Sounds like a plan.
Okay. As he just walks off and he stays in Nemon's for a little while. But
and like in the remainder of the time, I am educating my boys on like what we're going to be dealing with and how to possibly fight it. About like, yeah, some of these things are going to be using magic.
All right. It's more or less allocating that if they are using magic, it is basically kind of in the in the Lions Knight's interest to at least send the other guy that can actually use magic on your side, which is Gables.
He
They kind of just more or less deliberate on who's going, who's not going. But after a while, it's basically three of your primary captains and two of your captains and three of your lieutenants are going with
gotcha.
you. But beyond that, everyone else is preparing. All the other night bands are preparing. You do know Lothar is pretty occupied with something else currently, but he does send more or less a couple of knights, and he's preparing. They are being prepared. One is seems to be one seems to be mainly a healer, and the other one is one of his main fighters.
Alrighty.
And the other knights are preparing themselves and preparing their warriors. But yes, that is what's going on. Is there anything else you would like to add to this?
Just generally like taking care of my wife.
All right. Next, Jeb.
Mhm.
What are you doing within this month, or what are you planning to start?
Getting probably, not that Jeb understand. Getting the numbers together, number crunching, and I think, beginning to set up, fences, barns, and the such, and try to start getting that into motion.
Okay.
To start production before Bartholomew moves his herd over.
All right. Do you have woodworking tools?
I should.
Or
I have mason's tools.
okay, so are you gonna make these all out of stone, or is it primarily wood you're looking for?
Nah, it's just gonna be wood. We're right next to the forest, so I'll be
Okay.
hiring for labor.
All right, cool. And that's gonna cost you a maximum for what you're looking for, which is a few barns and more
Yeah,
or
let me
less some.
find it. Where is it? I haven't used this in so long.
Yeah.
Feed cost, large creature. No, not that. Sugar's Rest.
All right. How many barns do you want, Ethan?
Let's see here. How many animals are in my herd right now? My sheep. 6 lambs. Actually, make that 11 sheep. Now,
All right.
because they're not
That'll-
lambs anymore. I have 11. I don't know how much.
All right.
I do not know how much the Bartholomew has,
Mhm.
but I guess enough to probably fuck. Where's the sheet, Michael?
Which one?
The sheet for like land, barns, houses.
Oh. Let's see.
Oh, there it is. How much acre is there again?
Over in that one, there is about. I'm pretty sure I said about 6.
6 acres.
Yes. And for 1
Um,
acre, you can do about maybe 10, 15 sheep.
okay. I will set up one. Oh, I guess expansion for the future. Large barn. How much money do we have?
7K.
7K.
Well, if we're counting the platinum, 11K.
That's 2,100. If I do a large barn on each one, I don't need a large barn for each one. I can do a small. I can do a small barn, right, for the lambs and
Yes.
for the sheep.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you mind if I take out around 1,200?
Sure.
Start building 6 small barns initially, and then go from there.
All right. Also, someone's home real quick, so I need to go check who that is. Be right back.
Daniel,
Just
what do you
double
mean
check,
by
make
a
sure
project?
no one's-
Oh. Yeah. Sure. We are now down to 3K. 3.8K.
Just to make a lot of money per month.
We make 1K a month.
That's pretty good. That's really good. Plus whatever Almond sells too on top of that. Now,
Well, Onwin's ether work is 200.
well, the additional potions
Oh,
that
yes,
she
the
can
additional
make,
potions.
that she can mass produce with her undergrads.
How much is that gonna be?
I don't.
Okay, we don't have a number for that yet. Hello, Evan. Eh.
Sorry about that. I had to go and check, make sure that was actually the person that was actually supposed to come home and not me getting robbed.
Mm.
Okay.
Because I have no visual cues from my room to the door, so couldn't really see them. Sorry for that. But also, hey, Evan.
Hello.
Evan.
Oh no. No. Skip me.
Let's see. I should double check something real quick. Make sure. It wasn't. The name didn't save. Damn, give me a second. But Felix, this month, because your brother was as lovely to you as you are to him, and you did save him from those beasts and demons. He more or less asks you if he more or less tells you about something he told the night bands. And that was that there was a chapel out in the Witchwood that he was searching, and he more or less, or he was about to search, but there was a knight that was guardian. There was said to be a long time ago a more or less holy person that lived there, and they had made some great great strides in ensuring that some forms of magic were concealed and more or less sealed away and uh, entrapped in certain things. I was gonna go and dig through his old and decrepit stash and see if I can find something that can aid us into ensuring that the shield guardian can be up and active, or or ensure that there is more or less a pathing or way that we can use his research into making a more or less a device that can withstand a lot of magic. He said that there was that option, or we can go the older route, which is more or less, as you guys in your guys' the older route is basically go through, go into the deep dark, into the underdark, and try to find a perfect quartz to imbue with a lot of magic.
Hmm.
Or you can, or if he says you can send someone from, you can send for probably Karagaz, there's a room where Karagaz goal. You can send for someone with such requirements, for such quartz with requirements. It might cost you some money, but not as much as it might cost for both of us to go down, way down there and trying to get trying to get a quartz ourselves.
Yeah, you're right. Plus, I gotta teach this little the little one the basics, thermodynamics,
Ah, you
What?
got an apprentice.
and I don't even know what it is.
One of your guys kind of looks at you and is like, what, sir?
Things heat up. There's a law apparently that or of things heat up.
Apparently, says the non-artificer bard.
This is another artificer bard in a room of artificers. I like Felix is unironically the only, maybe one of the only wisdom base and source was wisdom slash primarily charisma base crafter here, but a couple of them are kind of picking up on your what you're trying to put down, Felix.
Felix
Couple of your workers.
just gaslit his way into an artificer convention, and it worked.
He did. He gaslit himself. He gaslit other people into making an artificer convention.
100%. That's how that worked. You cannot change my mind about that.
Hey, I mean, to be fair, we all know
Just
Felix's
your
favorite.
grammar.
We all know Felix's favorite spell. If we are talking about gaslighting.
You're gonna believe that I am a artificer, and I have attended the most prestigious college.
Sir, the spell only works for an hour.
Yes, but you'll still believe it. Gaslight gatekeeping, no.
Gaslight keep gnome.
Yes,
Oh my God.
that's the two options you are given from your brother. So if you want to deliberate
Uh,
on that, right, but
We'll probably hire somebody and see if they could take the first option.
oh, okay. Let's see. So, so you want to hire someone from the room?
Yes.
All right. What's the purpose
Which
of this? This is to protect Brindle, right? This one.
Yes.
which one of Samter's 15 children,
Oh
R.I.P. Saza, do you want to choose from?
my god.
R.I.P.
Pretty
Saza.
conservative there, man.
No,
Pretty
you gotta go more.
conservative.
You gotta go more than 21 kids.
That needs to be more of Saza than Samter. Samter's just along for the ride.
Oh, it's just
Alright.
that meme of the girl on the side of the bed and the mummy and the freaking.
Oh god.
Crazy.
Gaslight gatekeep gnome.
No. God. But yes. All right. If you are gonna hire someone from the room, it'll be 2,000 GP.
2,000
To
GP.
acquire. Yes. To acquire the
Okey-doke.
quartz you are planning.
Okay.
Hope no one else
Alright.
is asking for money because we're running out a little bit.
All right.
So I
and
can't
Felix,
spend another 20k.
No, because we do not have 20k to spend.
all
What if I
right,
took a
Felix-
loan and leverage it on Jeb's house?
Felix,
No,
what,
you are not putting Jeb's house up for collateral.
What spell levels do
Why?
you have?
Fuck you. I'm taking down the wall.
Jeb's house is not worth 20k.
It's
worth
okay.
20 It's worth 20k in my heart.
We'll sell Felix's house for collateral.
Bitch,
Oh
I
God,
probably
not-
built your house. No, you're not.
No, the fucking wizard tower. Oh god, you just got it. You just got your place of residency, my man.
Sell the dino.
But Felix, what level of spell slot do you have?
The
Sure.
highest, a fourth.
Okay. This will take the entire month to charge up this crystal with what you and your brother have.
Okay.
Roll me d100 for this particularly.
Okay. Patch. No, you cannot have my pizza. Terrible.
All right, Felix. Felix, what tool sets do you have?
Um,
Do you have Tinker's tools?
I was about to say he's an artificer, of course he does, but no, he's fucking not.
we'll do performance of creation to create Tinker's tools
Okay.
Are you proficient in them?
because I am proficient.
All right. Cool. Can you roll me 2 Tinker's tool checks with charisma then, because you used that ability?
Copy that. Boop. Boop.
All right. Over this course of 1 month, this quartz that you spent 2,000 GP on nearly breaks twice.
Oh, fuck.
The first time was more or less a very similar to good old Norse mythology, when you and your brother were more or less feeding your energy and your magic in crystal. A fly started messing with your brother's eyes, and he tried to smack it away, but he just more or less he asked one of your interns to smack it away, but they accidentally just kind of hit him in the face, and he almost lost concentration, which would have shattered it. But luckily to Felix's
Oh.
quick wit and his more or less expert timing, he basically ensured and kept up the outflow that your brother did. So there was no distorting in the basically vibrations you were trying to put into the crystal. As the second time was more or less one where it was essentially, yes, vibrations because they are using quartz. And essentially, Felix, the second one was more or less at late at night, you and your brother were getting tired, and he almost more or less there's essentially a special ritual that your people do to where it's essentially keeps it they allow it to keep going overnight and to more or less ensure it doesn't start leaking out and basically destroy the crystal itself when no one there is touching it. Your brother almost forgets it a couple nights, but luckily you remember and you tell him to ensure to put on the essentially seals to make sure that there's no leaking and no damage of the magic at all
Oh.
when you guys are taking rest. But
Okay.
within the entire month, it is built. And
Good.
Felix, you have achieved your father's dream by
We had
making.
the most heartfelt brotherly bonding, and we were deep into carbon monoxide poisoning for
Oh,
this.
This. As you have your
big
new
metal boy.
construct, as I would like you, would you like to reveal its name, Evan? Or would you like me?
I'll let you reveal it.
Evan has lovingly named this one the first one of his creations, as he is planning to make possibly 4 more at least. First one he named was Michael.
No. I look to my brother and I say, it'd be really ironic if we give these guys real names instead of, like the King's Guard calling it like the Big Decimator. Or what if we just name it
What?
Michael?
Brother just
fuck
made
it.
that.
Fuck
Brother
it,
just
we'll
made the
name it
Iron
Michael.
Giant.
Like ancient warriors are that name.
Yes. Because this guy, I tap onto the construct's chest. He's an ancient big boy.
An ancient big.
Yes, he is, and he is lovely, and as will serve as a good defender of this town. And you know what? I think the higher ups will be along with having a more humanized form of a robot rather than what some of them in rest are up to.
Yep. We also achieved father's dream, and I'm glad that you're a part of it.
Yes. And I hope that you
That's
achieve.
Robot Mike.
Remember the death row, Mike.
Oh
but
god.
he does more or less looks at you and says, I am happy and grateful to ensure that this is it was. I am very happy that this has happened, Felix, and I am more or less wondering at this moment what Michael's purpose is now fully for Brindle, and I hope that it is what Father truly wanted. But
Initially, its main purpose was to be, farming equipment, but Considering the status that we're in right now, I think it might be best just to defend this place.
Well, now this is made and all that. I'm wondering, with our talents now, Felix, if we can go and acquire a couple more, as there is one grader, I think, that would more or less be of use in all types of rounds in this place. But there is beyond our lovely creature Michael, there's one more tier of constructs I've known that many people can make currently in this day and age, which is more or less, it's called a, pretty sure they call it a defender. I think it was a steel or iron clad defender, but it's essentially a magical and large reptile, not a reptile, but more or less a large. The one I saw was based on a dog-shaped creature that's the size of about a cougar, larger actually larger. It's about the size of like a bison. This large construct creature, it is able to hide greatly and is able to more or less deal with so much stealth missions and whatever other missions that this place would need. I am wondering, my brother, if you would be willing to show your talents with my talents as well to possibly more or less get this information from, let's just say, a master and rest. We can go get we can go get the schematics for this creature, and then we can build one of our own to defend Brindle. Probably the most highly sophisticated robot a person has made in this vale in about 200 years. Beyond, besides those ones down there in Zarum, but
Mhm.
I'm not really willing to go into that detail for it. I'm wondering, my brother, if you are willing to go beyond just our steel defender and make something greater.
I'll have to think about that, and if it requires, getting the schematics, I'll have to bring this up with my crew.
Alright, I shall be in town and all around, but I shall continuously work for Brindle and ensure that more things are brought to it. It seems like this town is actually growing and producing a lot, so now now we gotta ensure that there's a lot more constructs to actually defend it. And
Man,
more people to do the jobs that we want them to. But let's see. But beyond that, if there's anything else, I shall be off. Maybe doing another job in a week or so, but that's about it.
okay.
All right. So Felix, the first of your steel defenders made, Michael.
You
As hmm? You want to say something?
You know what would be really ironic if I brought this construct to Zeph and asked asked him to trade it.
What are we in? Fucking Star Killer over here?
To
Just
train
like You want me to train an automaton that I don't know can actually learn.
I actually got flashbacks when you said that.
I think about it and I go, yeah, I think I would have to teach it the basics, like how to hold a fork or
Yeah.
whatnot, how to tell
You'd have to teach it
directions.
to exist first before I teach it how to use a sword.
That's true. Because you can't teach a baby how to fire a rifle.
Exactly. What's a rifle?
Yeah, I don't know. It's maybe a tube that has like some. He has a tube that can shoot it like a arrow or some shit
Like a blowgun?
like that.
Oh my gun.
Oh god. God.
So we'll probably go back. I'll start teaching it the basics, like how to move each digit, and teaching it how to use a fork.
Alright,
I'll say I'll teach you how to know the directions and point north and point and say like this is north. Point down the map.
alright, roll me persuasion check with advantage.
Don't know if this is attack against me or not.
Was
Damn. But yes, Felix, roll me persuasion check with advantage.
persuasion? Weirdly, no. Okay. Oh, whoops. 31. I gave myself bardic.
Alright,
So Felix's child is a robot.
the robot immediately starts pointing out the things you want to, and more or less is understanding what you are putting down, as you are, you're not sure if you're putting sentience in a robot, but you're close.
Sweet.
But
He
This is
he has
fine.
a list. He has a list on parchment that says like week 1, hold spoon. Tell friend from foe. Next, and then it has week 2. That's week 2, week 3, week 4, or week 5 that are all scratched out with teach it mathematics.
alright, as I do enjoy how the distinguish between I was gonna say I was gonna say the fucking distinguishing between targets is so much funnier. God. um God, I'm trying to remember, but I just like how I just like I just like that there is now a robot that Felix has taught now to use a spoon, and he is the robot is pleased with using the spoon, and people are odd. Felix, do you bring how often do you bring him out of the your workshop?
He needs enrichment.
I think when each day when he's walking to or taking his lunch break, he takes Michael out and starts pointing at random people. He's going, like a woman with her child. I go, good, and then I make a drawing of like a rapid sketch of like someone with or like an undead looking person. I go bad.
He looks at it and he's like he's understanding it. Hmm. Hmm.
We're about to have an iRobot situation, and I'm not afraid to be Will Smith.
He's gonna start looking at people and go like, "Are you small child or woman? No. All right. Are you undead? No.
No.
Alright then.
Just runs through a flowchart.
Yeah, it's just
Literally.
this is like running through a flowchart. It's like are they this? They are that. Okay. Then they have this in their hand. They do have
We're
that.
really doing if then coding, huh?
Yeah.
Yes.
Look, like Felix isn't an
Basically.
artificer. He only knows basic coding.
He isn't an artificer, are we sure? Because
Yes.
I don't think we are.
No, we're not.
Keep knowing his way.
Alright, but yes, Felix, you do now have a shield guardian. Alright,
Oh god. Not the nested for loops.
um the next one currently is let's see, Ashran.
Hmm?
What are you doing for a month, or what are you starting up?
I honestly don't think Ashrad is doing too much. I think he is like
What?
kind of sitting back and he's realized like what to the extent of what he's built and how kind of massive it is that he has the Rose Castle and 4 major towers and all of the walls around Brindol that are to his name. And he's
Man's
having
been
like a
building.
little bit of an existential crisis about it. Like, I have left a greater impact on this world than I think any other person in my party ever will. In terms of longevity.
Ouch.
You're
Damn.
not outliving these huge stone walls, man. I'm sorry.
My
You
lineage.
got another 20 years, maybe.
My lineage. Thank you.
How likely is your lineage to keep going with how often you guys throw yourselves into the Witchwood?
We don't throw ourselves into the Witchwood often.
The Jenkins do.
Oh, the Jenkins do.
Okay. Okay, there's a little bit of elf in there now, all right?
Yeah, your kids are half elves now.
The quarter elves.
Oh yeah.
God. But I mean,
So I think he's just coasting right now. He's
Mhm.
enjoying the fact that he's got a stable place to exist in the world right now,
mm,
and he's just enjoying it.
hmm.
He walks outside with a pot of coffee. Hey, you want a pot of coffee?
Hey, you want to put a coffee?
Yeah, you want a pot of coffee? I got
I
some
want to put a
coffee. You want
coffee.
coffee?
He's doing that to everyone in his order. He's like, "You want a pot of coffee?"
I got a pot of coffee. You want a pot of coffee?
He's playing at the tavern. He's like continuing work on the towers. He's continuing to train his order. He's continuing to like write down their code, and it's gonna just turn into this big red book by the end of the campaign.
Mm,
Of
Copying
there's
me, I
just-
see.
What?
I see you're copying me with red books, which I copied from the hop, which copied
What did you have? For red book? I don't remember.
Sander,
Oh,
the book of
Mm.
Horn. It was red.
Yeah.
I'm
okay.
just making.
I was just thinking like Red Knight is kind of his thing. So he's like, yeah, it should be red. Guess what? Just red is a good color. And then
Red is a good color.
it's just
Yeah.
like filled with tactic, strategy,
Just
good
as
and
he's about.
bad. He's basically just I don't want to say he's making the Geneva Conventions, but he's making all of the things that will probably lead to the Geneva Conventions of like this was too effective and is kind of a horrible thing to do to anybody. Let's maybe
Like
not.
cutting off hands.
No, that's fine.
Darn.
And he will never yield on that. We should have cut off those things.
you know what? I fully respect the Hammurabi coded warrior in our chat. God, but let's see. Beyond that, Ashran, there's a couple things that you do notice that they are being made in your place. Um, because your blacksmith is putting out magical stuff. She is making a lot more magical items for certain people in your order, like weapons and armor for better protection and better defense. But she is more or less wondering if you have anything in particular that you would like, sir, or boss.
Her hand in marriage.
We all know Oshot's not making kids. He's got too much wrong in his head.
You can make Osh and then J Rod.
Oh my god.
Even me.
Fucking what? Piccolo and Kami it split into two. One is good and one is purely evil.
Oh god.
Javelins of lightning. Just all of them. As many as she can make.
Okay. She understands. She'll get to work on that. And within the month, I'll tell you
Oshot
how
becomes
much that
Zeus.
is. God. All right. Let's see. Another thing that you notice, Ashrad, is well, you do notice is you're during this time you do notice that Nuck is getting typical as usual around this time. He is getting into his rebellious phase with you as he is pinned up and not with in the fields, and he does get a little bit more around you over this month, but that's only for about a month. It's mainly because he's being whiny about really working in the weather. But
Oshot is just strongly considering, I can sell you. I've got the griffin. I've got the dinosaur.
You would abandon
And it's
Knack?
only like for a couple of minutes that he's like thinking that, and he's like, no. But it's just when he's getting frustrated that's his immediate, like, under his breath. He said, "You would make a lot of money."
this really stiffens up.
I could sell you for a couple thousand. I'm famous. You're my horse. You'd make a great sire.
Thank God he doesn't understand what half of that is, or most of that is. He just understood you are my horse, and you'll make lots.
Oh, I'm sure he did. I
But
throw him out into the snow to cool off. Like, I think Ashrad is strong enough that he just like actually picks up Nuck and throws him out into the snow.
That's kind of scary.
Yeah.
To me,
Local
that's what,
man
like,
throws the
20 strength
horse.
is.
yeah, it's like a 20 strength. Yeah, as
Mechanically, I could do it.
yeah. I mean, the horse is like he just like goes limp after a while, and like Ashrad picks him up because Ashrad, I feel like, has done this before. He's more or less picked him up, put him outside, and Nuck is just staying there out in the snow for about legitimately like an hour or two, and then and someone brings him back in, and he's cooled down for up now. Um, beyond that, let's see. You do notice that Rat has also more or less been experimenting with a smaller ballista this time, as he is experimenting with some crossbow bolts and crossbows. Um, as you see, Ashran, there's an idea that Rat has about possibly making a repeating crossbow for ease of use and ease of training for everyone here.
Seems like a lot.
Blank. He just kind of nods as he does hand you like what looks like to be more or less his test thing. That looks like it's more or less for you, Ashra. It's about a small and light crossbow, but it can hold about 10 shots in there, and it can rapidly fire them quickly.
That'd be good for someone who's not trained, especially.
Mhm. As he's like nodding up and down.
Give that to a bunch of people behind a wall, have them all aim at the same angle. Bang, bang, bang.
He is nodding up and down. And he's like, "Yep, it's the plan."
Alshad like tries his best to encourage him. He like tries to troubleshoot as best he can. I'm not sure he really has much more to add to the conversation.
All right. There's surprisingly one thing as well about that you do notice fully now in his conversations. He doesn't just speak with writing to you mainly now. He speaks to you with hands signals, as more or less he has learned his own way of making essentially. Yes, yes, Ethan. He has basically made sign language for himself.
Read? Is that the word that they use for that?
I don't know.
No, I don't know. I'd be reading the signs.
Yeah.
Watching.
Read your hands.
I
You
mean,
catch these hands.
yeah.
Catch these hands outside. How about
How
that?
about that?
Yeah.
Waiting from the groan.
Seeing the
Seeing the
signs.
signs is sounds more ominous. Yeah. But yeah, besides that, not much is happening there as much most of your team are working their jobs they have found themselves in. So yeah, that's that. Finally. Well, first. Finally. Enwin.
Yo,
Your husband is now dead.
God damn it.
Join your crusade.
Okay.
0.5.
Here we go again.
And when immediately changes
shit.
her name to Amelia.
And
I mean, it's got the right
grows.
letter. We're already partway there.
And
And
grows
grows.
like a good few feet.
Evan already has questionable morals. It'll be fine.
Questionable is stretching it.
What would you use?
Average scientist.
Wow!
Damn.
As a scientist, I am offended.
know
I have never gassed an entire group of people.
You know what? Thank God he didn't say Lockheed Martin.
Oh god.
Honestly, that probably would have been more on brand.
So,
Anyways, I
yeah.
lost track of what was going on. I just heard my name was going on. What do you want from me?
But yes, Anwin, what are you doing this month? At least, what's your plans?
I'm going to try and craft a magic item.
Oh, which one?
I want to make an unspelled item of 3rd level.
Oh. All right.
It's not for me. That may or may not concern you more.
It is inspelled for the kissy wussies.
Shut the fuck up.
What?
I have inspelled it for the smooches.
Shut the actual fuck up.
All right. So you're making an inspelled item.
Yes. I already got my loan from the bank.
All right. Do you?
I'm not paying it back.
Oh, I know.
All right. Let's see. Well, do you have what item is it? I should say.
It's gonna be a ring. I want to imbue it with mass healing word.
Ah.
He sees the picture I am painting.
And I'll tell you this, because the last time Lothar did paint a very similar picture to you.
That's why she's doing it.
well, let's just say
Because I'm reading the writing, you're spray painting on my wall. I'm on it.
he's
He finally put on her glasses, ladies and gentlemen. We got him.
yes.
Look, they keep getting broken while we're adventuring. Okay, I have to get a new pair like every month.
That's why we bought you the subscription, Anwin.
Wait, why
They
keep
keep getting
breaking?
lost or eaten by goblins.
What are you breaking that's getting eaten by goblins?
My glasses.
Oh. We haven't fought goblins recently. How are goblins eating your glasses?
They're not. They're eating the couriers that are bringing me my glasses.
Oh, that makes more sense.
Goblins?
Which I'm pretty sure is what's currently happening to my contact lenses.
God.
I should double check how much time was it to make a magic item. I should double check how much that is.
I believe for this is going to be 10 weeks.
Okay.
Assuming Xanathars isn't lying to me.
Let's see. Alright. So yeah, you get that started. And well,
Here.
at least you got that started, but Edwin,
Mm-hmm.
because this is deep in winter, and also because he had this more prepared for you, Lothar is beating you to the punch as
Oh, I expected he would.
it's 2 weeks, as he stated, 2 weeks after his last session, he has fully come to you for dinner, more or less, and you can tell he's very happy and very excited, but you can tell there's also a bouquet of flowers for you. Surprisingly, in the middle of winter, he has brought you a bouquet of flowers.
Impressive. Anwin's gone like all out on dinner, like full 9 yards.
As it is a lovely dinner, and it is a nice time with your boyfriend. He just kind of looks around and says, as he more or less kind of trying to take some situation, and he just looks at you as he just says, "You know, Anwin, without you, this time last year or last few years ago, I'm not sure what would have happened to me, or my what would have happened truly to my family if you didn't give me those health potions. And I'll tell you this, Anwin, for the last couple of years, you have made me a lot better than a man than what you found and what I more or less stumbled upon your building your house to as. I am a lot better man than what I was then because of you. I'm a lot more careful. I'm a lot more considerate. I'm honestly not as wrathful as I was, and I know I'm still arrogant, but I am working on that because of you. And I've noticed for these last 2 years that there is nothing in this world that I would want more than to be your husband, to ensure that you are within my life for the rest of it, and to ensure that you set me on the path that only you can do it. For you are my guiding light, and I ask you now to be my wife forever for more. As he gets on his full, as he more or less gets to you and presents you a ring.
That's so precious. And what accepts it, of course, does the thing where, she just, leaps into his arms, basically.
Aw.
Oh,
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Ooh, that's
Oh.
pretty. That's so pretty.
Oh my god! He really went out.
Oh.
I can't believe he cheaped out on copper.
It was basically an amulet of health,
Copper.
but with benefit.
Emotional state. Just pissed. I ain't going anywhere near
I just get this like flash of blinding rage. I'm like, bro, you good?
No, it's okay. I just killed someone.
Oh, were they evil?
Yeah, totally.
Yes, sending with it. Hey man, you good?
I put it like this. He did this mainly for Anwin to be like, oh, what is he doing on this mission? Looks over. Oh God. Are you okay?
Oh
Are you
God,
okay?
not
Are you
again.
okay?
Give her a moon ring.
Actual legit mood ring.
You know what I got for my marriage? A stalker.
That
You had
stalker
that
is
before
your
the
wife.
marriage.
I don't think that was for the marriage. I think she was doing that before.
I said
Yeah.
before the marriage.
Hey, it worked.
You know, it
It
did.
worked.
I hope you have quadruplets.
Yes. Yes. Oh,
Oh my god.
the future lady Morrow.
Or she
Your-
can stick with her last name, and he can take hers, because we all know who the real breadwinner is.
I don't think that's typically how this works in this society.
I mean, you could be the difference. Nobody's gonna say anything differently.
We live in a society.
Too late off of the society.
Evan, fuck off. Get that shit out of here. Your red lipped, white ass brow, green greasy ass hair,
God.
and fuck off.
But yes. Beyond that, beyond that, Anwin, there's one thing that you do notice at many nights around town, dude. Will salute you and assure that they are saluting you. Lady Morrow.
Everyone's like, that's weird. Gotta take some getting used to that. Oh God, is this what
See?
that feels like when we do this?
Yes, that is what I've been feeling like for the past year.
So, Owen,
They are.
you can tell
they,
Jeb.
Like you can tell that some nights are more or less, especially from Lothar's band, are a lot more stiff-necked, back straight. Everything is good posture around you.
Oh God, she's gonna be our stepmom.
Oh god.
Who runs the world's halflings?
Girl.
To run him over. What? I feel like I need elaboration on that story, Josh.
Yeah.
No. No.
You can't just try to run him over in a sentence and not elaborate.
I can understand that. I can understand it. That was probably like something similar to what my cousin went through.
Dated for 3 months. It was very passionate. She thought he cheated.
Oh god.
It was more of like an emotional cheating. He was like emotionally, not available to her, but very available to someone else. She got a little mad. She tried to run him over with her car. She
Bruh.
missed.
Thank God.
That's good at least.
They dated for another 2 months and then they got married.
Oh my god.
What a roller coaster.
And they have had 4 kids and have been married for 30 plus years.
Nice.
God. Josh, is it your family?
No, it's a family friend from high school.
I personally think that'd be absolutely hilarious if Mama G tried to run over your father.
Oh, my mother would never. That mild mannered woman.
It's too kind.
Watch Josh's mom do like perfectly right behind him, right then and there.
Oh, she'd agree with me. She's like the most kind and mild mannered lady ever.
You know?
She's the best.
Just standing behind Josh with a gun.
That's sad when it comes to Gam, but that's a different story.
But yes,
Huh.
Anwin.
Jeb is gonna be my brother-in-law.
Yeah.
Once removed?
I don't know.
No? No?
fucking
This-
way. don't know how we got here, but I'm okay with it.
We started off with Daniel. What do all of our characters now end up just being interconnected in the most weird? And
I don't know. I don't know. It's got to be the brain cell.
It's got to be the brain cell.
I feel like it's got to be the brain cell. It's the only option here.
It's resonant frequencies.
Resonant frequencies.
I by no means predicted this for my little gremlin alchemist.
Davey's telling us we're kindred souls.
Maybe.
The
I
same
don't know.
soul. We got split.
And I didn't expect a couple of nat 100s for you, Dan, randomly out of nowhere. Among Danielle.
Roll a percentile. You have acquired boyfriend. Can that be the new dating app? That sounds a lot easier.
Honestly.
E100.
Random encounters.
Random encounters.
Oh my
Oh,
god. Fuck off.
What do I get?
This sounds like the worst dating app I've ever heard.
Yes.
It's like a dating app for nerds. Oh my god, imagine that. I downloaded random encounters.
The dating app.
You all roll die, and whoever gets the same numbers, that's the pairing.
Alright, well, Zeph. As
It'll be random chance anyways.
As that month has all ramped up, who are you taking along with you to go out into the witch woods, and where would you like to set up your camp?
How many people am I taking?
Me. I'm all the people you need.
There's technically 10.
Well, yeah, we're taking
10
Jeb.
There's currently
am-
10 people coming with you.
I'm the 10th man.
Okay,
Or
so I have
say,
options for, I have to pick 10 people, or,
No. Are you offering anyone else to come along with you as a party rather than just Jeb?
I mean, I'll pitch the plan to the party, see if any of them want to come. Just hey, we're gonna be dealing with witches. Any of you want to go kill some witches? No? Fair enough.
Anna's so deep in crafting, she probably didn't show up for the meeting this week.
Yeah,
I'll
just
go if you
Anwin's
want me
not
to
here.
gaslight them.
Just Anwin's not
When
here.
Does Anwin tell Jeb? This is important.
When did this
Jeb-
happen? When are they leaving on the mission? What's our timeline here?
On the mission timeline, what happened between you and Lothar happened 2 weeks before them leaving off for the mission.
Okay, if he's still here, then she'd go tell him the next day.
Oh my god.
Zeph already knew about this. Just
she probably doesn't say anything. She just walks in and holds out ring. Well, hand with ring.
Give me 1 second here. Let me. Oh my god.
What's the wisdom save for?
to see if you'll piece the dots. Faster. If I rolled anything lower, it would have taken him a couple of seconds.
That's so funny.
See, when Anwin...
I thought it was whether or not you were gonna go find Lothar and punch him or something.
See, when Anwin pitched Zeph for the money, it was just oh, I know what's happening.
Yeah, I was so subtle.
I'm going to hold myself together for this and not let her know that I am absolutely ready to just stuff. But sure, have the money. There you go. Wink.
I just walked over I need 2,000 gold for
Alicia, come here. Look at this.
Zeph would just narrow his eyes for a little bit.
Fred is desperately throwing his eyes to each individual, absolutely baffled and confused why everyone is so impressed by this mundane ring.
Oh, Oshtrad. This is a mating. Mating is the wrong word, but they are romantically paired.
That way.
Marriage.
Yes,
Marriage.
they're officially romantically paired. Marriage.
Oshtrad, I feel like you've lived in our society long enough to know what marriage is. That's what's going on.
She is engaged.
I've lived here for 3 years now.
It's been
I've
like
never
5.
seen this word marriage before.
So you
We
know
were
how
at Jeb and Alessia's wedding.
There wasn't a wedding, wasn't there?
There was
wasn't.
I thought there was.
it was more so of a get together than a
yeah,
wedding.
just like
Yeah,
so you
it
know
was
how
just
Jeb
a
and
party.
Alicia are now husband and wife, and I have my wife. Anwin and Lothar have just now started that process.
Okay, I got this. I looked at Osh. All right, so
Oh god.
Oh,
the
God.
ring is a token, or I guess in crude terms, dowry given by her suitor in proposition that they want to be with this individual, and saying that they are a pair, inseparable bond between the two of them, and the possibility of starting a family.
Okay.
It is the beginning before
Oh,
for a
bless you.
official marriage, where it's like
Marriage.
official.
Marriage.
Married together.
Marriage.
We live in a society you have to get the law involved.
Yes, all formalities, whatever. Lisi and I, we didn't really go through. We just said, "You want to be married?" Yeah, cool. and then we just kind of threw a gathering afterwards. This is the more so formal way of doing it.
Oh, so this is a marriage of politics. He says, looking to Anwin.
No.
No.
Where did you get that?
It is a marriage of what's known
Formal.
as love, but also politics. I looked at everybody. It's the best word I get.
Yeah.
Congratulations on your alliance. It's a very politically powerful position to be in.
I suppose that works.
Thank you, Ashrod. Thank you.
He's got the spirit.
Like, you know what? I'm just not gonna argue. Thank you.
Yeah.
So how long is your leave going to be? 9 months, typically?
Oh, that's not happening yet.
Unless I looked at one.
That'd be
we're
a
not
hell of
having
a
a
way to
shotgun
announce
wedding.
that.
No,
Jesus.
Children.
He was
I don't know.
insinuating child.
I know.
Hell, it'd be a hell of a way to announce that.
That's not what we're announcing.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. She
Almost
says,
preferable.
question mark? That's something else
We
entirely.
got engaged yesterday. Chill.
Well, Jeb lugs this like giant. he brings out a wheel of cheese and a lot of canned goods, and just congratulations.
I was really confused where you were going with the cheese, but thank you.
Some cream and butter, and some already like whipped cream that he personally made.
Good.
So, witches, huh?
Yes, which is as
Yeah, that's what I
living
thought.
doing
Uh,
after all this.
Have fun.
I won't. Thanks.
Sucks to be you.
It does.
Out
Make
of the
sure
frying
Vanavi
pan.
doesn't follow me. I don't think he will, but make sure.
If you guys need any help, let me know. Pretty handy. I'm right
I thought you
next
were going.
door. Well, okay, until I go for a couple of days.
I'm confused at what conversation we're still having.
He's not offering any help in the preparations.
Okay. I thought we'd moved on to the witches, and I was like, what are you talking about?
Don't you need to expand your house, Anwin?
You need to expand your house?
We haven't discussed that yet.
We're gonna have to
Also,
at least raise your counters a little bit.
I looked at her. Are you my sister-in-law now?
I think I will be, yeah, technically.
This is so odd.
Ew.
Yeah.
Wow.
So watch what the fuck.
I mean, you two have been besties for as long as I've known you. It just kind of makes sense to me.
Well, we were besties originally. I just bought potions from her. I traded potions for her.
No, when I met you
We're
guys,
solid,
you two
friendly
were.
acquaintances.
Yes.
Oh, was that it? You seemed pretty like. You seemed like you were best friends.
I mean, we'd known each other for a while,
Yeah.
and I like
We
messing
didn't-
with them.
Fair enough.
I will mess up your garden. Just says with a straight face. Don't tell. But
I will
can't
feed you to Ferretrex.
How are we gonna raise your roof?
Why are we
Well,
raising
we're having a party?
roofs?
I don't know.
Lothar. Because of
We're-
Alan.
So we're gonna have
Oh.
a party
He's not gonna fit.
because we're raising the roof.
Oh God.
Well, I appreciate all your suggestions. I'll let you know if we need help.
Let's see. All right. So Zeph, based on all this, you get to go with the witches. With you. I know it's Jeb and you currently.
people we need.
We'll take Enzo and Essen, I think.
Okay, so I'll make sure. All right. Well, currently, I did realize that this is, well, not all I have, but we shall get into a encounter. Then after that encounter is when I shall call a session.
Gotcha.
Well, I'm probably gonna go to bed, so probably I
Oh
am.
yeah, Ethan has to get off now. So,
Boo!
well,
Says the
then
person
also
who-
because mainly, and now I'm realizing, so like the call session here now because I also have to go back to Albuquerque tomorrow and prepare all my stuff tonight to get it back to Albuquerque. So I want to at least do that while people are still up, so
Yeah.
I'm not being too loud. So I shall call a session here.
Alrighty. Very eventful session while still staying at home.
Yes.
I think we rolled like 7 die throughout this entire session.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yes.
It was a lot of
We
me
got
just like
a-
talking to people, going back and forth.
We got an engagement. OSHA's pregnant.
What?
No
What?
kidding.
We got a couple of dudes that are finally content with their life because it's been through hell and worse.
Yeah.
We have Vanavi being fucking Vanavi. We have Vanavi being Vanavi. We have Felix unintentionally becoming one of the most powerful men in Brindol because he has like a CR7 on his side now. Or I forgot
I'm
what
gonna
CR
freaking
that.
die, y'all.
What?
Yeah, things are going too well.
Yeah, everything's going too
Oh, that's not
well.
what I was referring to.
Wait, what were you referring to?
The children.
Oh,
The genetics.
It'll be fun.
it'll be fine.
We're not gonna worry about this.